Hello everybody, Joe Bag Donuts here, and welcome back to another episode of One. A little bit of a fucky wucky last time. We went along with the safe route, as you can remember, where we went left at the fork in the road instead of right. So we ended up in the woods instead of out in front of school. And I guess Akane's route has some pretty strict flags and point values, I would guess, to fucking land on it, because we went back. We're now on the save file where we went right, and now we got the choice where, if I can click on the screens, there we go. You know, we got this option to invite Akane along on our way home, which I was very confused about last time because it never showed up, and I'm like, that's weird. And then we proceeded to bad end because we couldn't do the choices to land on her route. But now we can do those, and we will. So, yes. I guess I will ask Akane to come along. Hey, Akane. She's hastily shoving her printouts into her bag. Slowly, she turns to face me.
Nani?
So, how do you feel, Akane?
健康です。
That's good. No, I mean about the exam we just had.
ダメです。
That's not good. Really?
はい。英語は苦手です。
Really? English is, very easy. See, just do as I say. This is a pen. That's all the English you need. I see. Personally, it's a specialty of mine. What's with that displeased expression?
なんでもないです。
Avoiding my gaze, she picks up her bag and stands up from her seat. Are you about to go home?
はい。
Now, in that case, why don't we go together and stop off somewhere on the way?
公園
Not there. Why don't we go to a walk through the shopping district? There we go. Okay, yeah, so. No, never mind. I was about to say we would have needed to go right to get to the park to get this dialogue line, but we didn't. That was for another route. So many routes getting fucking jumbled up in my brain. We went to the park with, did we go to the park with Mio? I can't remember. I know we went with Senpai. It's the end of the year, so I think it'd be pretty lively. Go see the Christmas lights? Tilting her head to one side, she appears to give this some thought. Don't feel pressured to come, though. How about it?
行きます。
Nice. Great. In that case, let's be off.
はい。
Look at my face. She nods. She's wearing her usual expression, but it also feels as though she's smiling a little. Although, that might just be my imagination. Sure is cold. Before I realized it, it's already the later half of December, with the winter cold naturally becoming more severe.
寒いですね。
I can't believe you're walking around in that flimsy outfit. Yeah, put some pants on.
慣れました。
Really? Well, that's good then.
よくはないですけど。
I'll bet. Anyhow, let's walk. It'll get a little better if we do.
走りましょう。その方がいいです。
Yeah, but then when you stop, you'll be all sweaty and you'll get even more cold. Trust me, I know. Yeah, you're right. We'll be fine once we get inside the shopping district.
はい。
Exchanging nods, we both break into a run at the same time. Of course, Akane is rather slow, so by the time I match her speed, I'm going no faster than a double-time march. So a light jog. Trot, trot, trot. Akane continues to walk at her own stable pace. I run slightly ahead of her, like a guide in marathon. Gotta have your pacers. We could walk if you'd prefer it, you know?
大丈夫です。
It's like this all the way to the shopping district. I bet we make for a strange combination. As expected, the end of the year shopping district is bright and colorful. He says as we look at the exact same background that we see every single time we come to the shopping district. Of course, given the time, there aren't too many people in the streets. Hey, Akane, you okay?
大丈夫。
I reach the shopping district with Akane arriving moments later. I get the feeling we've been running for quite a while, but she doesn't seem overly short of breath. Hold on. I'm gonna take off my nice comfy lounging robe because I've had the heat on and it's like fucking 80 degrees in the air and I'm roasting. It's extremely distracting. Oh god, the static! That was terrible. Okay, because I just took that off and the air is so cold and dry, well, I guess it's not cold, it's hot and dry, I built up a nice static charge, but that sounds fucking awful in my headset. Oh my god, I could just hear the static going. No bueno. Was not good. I get the feeling we've been running for quite a while, but she doesn't seem overly short of breath, which I just read before, but I read it again.
どうしました?
Oh, it's nothing. Well, I guess it's only natural, given her slow pace. Just look how busy this place is. I pointed to the shopping district. You just said it wasn't very busy, but okay.
前と同じに見えますけど。
You'll find that things are a little different inside the shops. Probably.
はい。
So, shall we walk?
はい。
The two of us walk through the shopping district side by side. As expected, we're able to find Christmas sale tags in most of the shops we look in. It's a sight that really lets you feel the oncoming year's end. Yep, sure is. It's December now. Where'd the year go? It's just like, you know, the endless, unceasing march of time. It'll just, you know, pass you by. Yeah, doing great. Now then, what should we do? Wandering around had been the original aim, so I'm not headed anywhere in particular. Why don't we grab something to eat for now? Don't we owe her waffles?
たい焼き。
Well, yes. We also owe you taiyaki. There isn't any here.
残念です。
Besides, however delicious it is, I wouldn't want to have taiyaki as my lunch. Why not? In the end, we make do with something simple from a fast food restaurant. My brain, I just completely lost the words. Like, I could see them. But my like, what part of the brain controls reading? Is that like the frontal lobe? I know like it has to do with like personality and stuff. But who knows? I'm no neuroscientist. The part of my brain that controls like words and reading completely failed. I could just see the letters, but my brain would not string them together into coherent words. Am I having a stroke? Nope. Okay, my face it moves perfectly fine on both sides. We order a hamburger meal with an extra teriyaki burger. I'm not a big fan of teriyaki burgers. Not a big fan of teriyaki in general, actually. Having consumed them inside the store, we head out into the shopping district once more. Alright, let me know in the comments, do you eat the burger with the shell? I'm surprised you can get by with just that. Impressed, I comment while looking at Akane as she walks beside me.
はい。
Can you really fill your stomach with something like that?
はい。
That's the first time I've ever seen anyone not order a single hamburger at a hamburger store. What, did you just get like a small fry? Are you one of those people? Oh, just one apple pie. Yeah, that's fine. No drink? And how did you manage to finish eating it at the same time as me?
よく噛んでますから。
I chew my food too, you know. Really, I do. Besides, if I'm a big eater, then what about Misaki-senpai? She doesn't know who that is.
どうなるんですか?
Other that you pointed to her house once. Well, I'm stuck for an answer now that you ask me back.
それ以前に。
Yeah.
美咲先輩って誰ですか?
Come on, I showed you her house. Pick up the plot. Senior from the third year.
どんな人ですか?
She's an incredible senior with a quiet, ladylike appearance and the appetite of 10 people. 10 people or tens of people? tens of people, okay. Do you kind of understand now?
全然想像できません。
It's called Gap Moe, Akane. Yeah, I figured as much.
今ちょっと想像しました。
I'm pretty sure it's not an accurate one.
私もそう思います。
The two of us walked through the shopping district, going over similar trivial topics. If we see a fun-looking shop, we go in and look over the merchandise. We don't buy anything in particular, but even so, it's fun to just stand there and window shop next to Akane. Thanks to her, I managed to soak up plenty of the colorful end-of-year atmosphere. Ah, look at the time. Oh, look at the sun going, or the sky going completely orange. Spooky. Before I know it, the hands on the shopping district clock are pointing to 5 o'clock. Now that we've been around once, it's about time we go home. After all, it's starting to get crowded here. Akane? I turn to look besides me, only to find that Akane isn't where she's supposed to be. Akane! Turning around further, I face the road down which we had come. There, standing perfectly still in front of the shop we just passed, is Akane. It looks as though she's gazing into the shop window. What is she doing? I mean, yeah, of course we're gonna call out, or... Guide, save me. I ignored you last time and it fucking put us in a bad end. I hurry back to Akane's side. Entranced by something, Akane stares into the shop front showcase. What's wrong?
はい
I can't tell what's happening just from yes.
はい
Look, like I said,
はい
let me guess. My voice isn't reaching you, is it?
はい
Sure is nice weather we're having today.
はい
And this isn't making for much of a conversation. What is it that's gotten her in such a daze? Circling around beside her, I peer over her shoulder into the showcase. Oh, hey, nice CG. Oh, with the hamster, the master. This is it's an abnormally large plush toy. Looks like some kind of animal, but it's beyond me to deduce which one. It's a hamster. If I had to guess, a monster? It's no longer an animal at that point, is it? Akane stares at the abnormal object. Akane?
はい
Have you taken a liking to this thing?
はい
So, just what is it?
わかりません
She's quite candid about conceding her ignorance. You don't know?
でも気にしません
She gazes at the mysterious plush toy with the innocent expression of a child. Tilting my head and taking another look at the plush toy, I meet its vicious gaze. Those cold, beady eyes, soulless with no mercy. Terrifying. Akane, just what is it about this thing that you like?
表情
How can I describe the expression on this plush toy? Well, I guess it's nice how it's original. I decide to leave it at that for now. Do you want it?
はい
But wouldn't you be scared to have something like this in your room?
どうして
She asked with a serious expression. Akane, has anyone ever told you that you have strange taste? Okay, speaking of things scaring you in your room, wasn't in my room, it was right outside my bedroom door. Like, directly, right outside my bedroom door, on the right, there's the door to the bathroom. And on it, up in the corner where the hinge is, there's a bit of a thing that comes out and it's got a stopper there so you don't slam it into the wall. Perfect place for me to hang up my nice, fluffy lounging robe that I wear around the house. But I don't wear it in my room because I have a heated blanket and I would sweat to death. So I just hang it up there. I woke up the other night completely delirious and needed some water. So I opened my door and what do I see right there is just a giant hooded figure standing there right outside my door. And I'm man enough to admit that I screamed a little. That I went ah! And fucking jumped back. before I came to my senses and realized that it was just my robe that I'd hung up. I don't hang it up there anymore. I just kind of throw it on my on the kotatsu that I have in the spare bedroom that's like directly across from there. So my upstairs is actually pretty small. It's like you go up and then there's like the landing, and directly in front of you, bathroom. To the right, main bedroom. To the left, there's the door for the side bedroom. And in there is just where I have all my, my kotatsu and tatami mats. There we go. I completely spaced on it. But now you know the layout of my house, so in case you break in, you'll be able to hunt me down and fucking skin me. Never mind. So, just how much does this thing cost? Probably like $200. This huge body is sitting so that so as to obscure the square paper tag. That way, people have to come in the store and look at it, and that way, in case they maybe don't want to buy that, they can buy something else. Look at the price. Let's see. There are 5 zeros, so 500,000. 1, 2. Okay, yeah. Okay, $500 is a little much. You know, not counting like inflation from fucking 20 years ago. Akane, give it up. I place my hand on her shoulder. She nods, but she doesn't move away from the showcase. We're going now. Don't worry, they'll definitely cut the price on it. Absolutely positive. I confirm with confidence. She reluctantly follows behind me as I walk away. Every once in a while, she looks back with apparent regret. Passing through the shopping district, we arrive on the street. From here, our homes lie in different directions. See you later, Akane. Come along with me again sometime, if you don't mind, that is. She lowers her gaze apologetically. I see. Gradually, she begins to lift her gaze up from the ground. Hey, nice. Not to smile. As she bows her head, there is a definite smile on her face. Yeah. A lovely smile that makes me feel like my heart's skipping a beat. That's called an aortic afibrillation. You should probably talk to your doctor about that. She turns her back to me and begins to walk away. I stand there until I can no longer see her figure. And it's eternity. Well, I'll be jumping forward again. And it'll be probably a quick cut for you, but it's gonna take me a hot second because I'm gonna have to like go by all the scenes and make sure that they're ones that were in last episode and not new ones, which we'll have to do. So see you whenever. All right, and almost get past this, but then I remembered in the back of my mind, like, wait a minute, didn't this girl talk about Akane at one point? And then I went back and I read through it a bit, and I'm like, yes, she did. So I reloaded a previous save, skipped forward, and now we're here. We skipped past the original introduction to her because she didn't say anything, but now she's actually going to be asking about Akane. So yes, we will reread this scene, so that way this character is fresh in our mind. Hello, Shiko. As we're about to pass through the school gates, a cheerful voice calls us to a halt.
Shiko-san, konnichiwa.
That's a student from another school who stopped us in front of the gates last week. I think she called herself Yuzuki or something. She's standing there in front of the gates again.
また来たよ。そういえば、私たちの自己紹介がまだだったね。こっちが折原康平。私が長森瑞香です。ご丁寧にどうも。
We make for a terribly comical sight, casually exchanging greetings here like this as crowds of students make their way past us. So, what are you doing here at this school? You don't go here. If I just leave them be, they're liable to start making small talk, so I force the conversation back to the main topic.
人を探してるのよ。
Looking for someone? In that case, instead of asking us, you're better off asking the police.
別に行方不明の家族を探してるわけじゃないから。誰を探してるの？この学校の人？うん、幼馴染なんだ。進学するときに別れちゃったけどね。
Oh. So, you came all this way just to see this childhood friend of yours?
そうだよ。でも、どのクラスかわからないから、知ってそうな人に声をかけてたの。
Listen, you. Oh god. I'm dying. I'm dying today. Why are you going about this in such a roundabout way?
周りくどいかな。
You probably just call like the school office and ask them to check. But then again, they might not give you that information because it'd be a little weird, but honestly, if you just explained it well enough, they'd probably just relent and be like, yeah, sure, I'll help you out. First of all, just what do you mean by a person who looks like they might know?
言葉通りだけど。
Please, tell me your criteria.
折原くんっておかしなことよね。たまにね。
Nagamori nods with an expression of agreement. Me? I'm the one who's strange? Yes,
運
fair.
が良ければその友達のクラスメートに当たるかもしれないでしょ。
There's no way a coincidence like that could happen.
でもわからないよ。1学年7クラスだから全部で21クラスでしょ。21分の1ならありえるよ。
It all makes sense. 21. 21 is divisible by 7. And it's divided by 3. 3 sevens is what you get on a roulette wheel for jackpot. So really, the 3 sevens to 1, the one you're looking for is the jackpot. Symbolism. Or sometimes the curtains are just blue. Yeah, fucking remember you, Mrs. Schultz. There's no symbolism, the curtains are just blue.
そうだよね。
Nagamori nods again. In that case, I'll decide it for you right now. I want to end this conversation as soon as possible. She'll probably back off once she sees that we don't know. Who are you looking for?
里村茜って子なんだけど。
Sorry, there's no one like that in our class. Let's go, Nagamori.
ちょっと浩平、里村さんって知ってるの？
Vaguely.
多分同じクラスの里村さんだと思う。
Nagamori, why must you give an honest answer? No, I definitely think it's someone else.
でも私たちのクラスの里村さんも名前は茜さんだよね。
Really?
だって浩平が里村さんのこと茜って呼んでたんだよ。
Oh, someone's calling me. Give me a moment. Alright, sorry about that. It was a phone call from my doctor, getting my genetic results back, and I'll spare you all the nitty-gritty details, but it is what I thought it was, and it is fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everyone's good. So, cool. Cool. Anyway, where were we? Something about... That's right, you. You, Shiko, looking for Akane. She's my girl now. Well, I don't really remember that.
すごく長いお下げだよね。そうそう。ほら、間違いないよ。
I see. So it is a coincidence after all. All I can do now is shrug it off and pretend nothing's wrong. Now that we have that settled, let's get going, Nagamori.
茜のところに案内してくれるの？
Of course not.
どうして？
Listen, class is about to start. Do you really think they'll let some girl from another school walk around inside the school building? Come back again after class.
大丈夫だって。
Oh, what's your basis for saying that?
根拠はないけど。
In that case, just give it up. Let's go, Nagamori.
ごめんね。
She still looks as though there's something she wants to say, but we ignore her, making her escape into the school grounds. Once again, it's time for another boring day class and another jump cut to wherever the Akane new scenes are. Bye-bye. Okay, you may notice that this is the exact same screen, because it is. It's the same scene, which is also new. I should have hit the control key before I said I was going to make a cut, but you know, you live, you learn. Once again, it's time for another boring day of classes. Ugh, finally, it's over. Shoving my textbooks and notebooks into my desk, I get up from my seat. Guess I'll just have a cafeteria lunch today. Having made up my mind, I head out of the classroom.
やっと見つけた。
This is trespassing. I'm calling the police. Someone spots me as I come out into the corridor.
ずいぶん探したのよ。
It's Yuzuki. You... What are you doing here? And in that overly conspicuous uniform, too. Everyone walking down the corridor is turning to look at her. Well, we also have another girl in our class who doesn't wear the school uniform and just wears her old school's uniform, so... Of course, she doesn't seem to mind it in the slightest. Look, I'm begging you. Please don't trespass while dressed like that. Yuzuki looks surprised as she replies.
でもさっきタコの制服着てる子見たけど。
Nanase. She's an exception. Anyhow, you better hurry up and get out of here before a teacher finds you.
残念。
Don't you have your own school to go to?
創立記念日。
Liar.
本当だって。
Well, it's not as if I really care either way.
それで、あかねのクラスはどこ？
Here. I point to the classroom that I just came out of.
わかったわ。ありがとう。
So saying, she starts to enter the classroom. Hold on!
ん？
You're actually planning on going inside?
ダメ？
Of course not.
わかった。それなら出てくるまで待ってる。
I give an unwitting sigh. Okay, fine. I'll call her out for you, but you should get going after you're done talking, okay?
ありがとう。
Entering the classroom, I head straight for Akane's desk. Hey, Akane.
はい。
She gets up from her seat, holding a wallet covered in a cute pattern. She's probably just about to go to the cafeteria. Come to think of it, I'm the only one in this class who calls her Akane. When I think about it, it feels like something deeply significant. Still, I suppose it only ended up like this by chance. It's not as though there's a particular intention behind the way I dress her. On your way to the cafeteria?
はい。
Sorry, but could you come with me for a second before that?
嫌です。
Why not?
お腹空いてるから嫌です。
Well, that's a very valid reason, but I still think you should come along. I know how you feel, but it'll only be for a little while. Someone you know is here to see you. She's waiting in the corridor right now.
わかりました。
Nodding, she heads out into the corridor.
あ、あかね、久しぶりだね。シーコ。
She looks at Yuzuki in surprise.
相変わらず髪の毛伸ばしてたんだ。はい。最近電話もかけてくれないから心配してたんだよ。はい。
Look well? Does she?
シーコ、今日はどうしたの？
Yeah, you don't go here.
最近、あかねがずっと元気なかったみたいだから心配して来てみたんだよ。
I mean, yeah, she does just go to a grassy, muddy field in the rain in the mornings and just, like, stares out into space for a while. Kind of weird.
でも、少し元気になったみたいだね。よかった。
How long has it been since you last saw her?
1ヶ月です。
Oh, that's it?
うん、それくらいだね。
The two of them exchange nods. I see. Akane does look a little more cheerful than usual when she's speaking with Yuzuki. I guess that's what childhood friends are like. Looking around, I can see that we're attracting curious looks from people walking down the corridor. These two stick out like a sore thumb. Now then, I think it's about time you get out of here.
出てけって言われてるよ、茜。
Not Akane, you!
どうしてよ。
This isn't your school, right? There'll be a fuss if one of our teachers finds you.
そんなの黙ってたらわからないよ。
Like hell they won't.
どうしてよ。
That's my line.
余計に目立ってますけど。
I take a calm look at our surroundings. Before I know it, a crowd has formed around us. God, crap! Let's move somewhere else for now.
食堂。そうしよう。私もちょうどお腹空いてたんだ。
Akane begins to hurry towards the cafeteria on her own. Naturally, Yuzuki follows right behind her. I'm left with no choice but to sigh and follow after them. You could also not follow after them, because this isn't really any of your business, and just go on your own way, but that's not how he is. Maybe everyone will just happen to have brought their own lunches today? Or the daily special menu happens to be rubbish? Rubbish? Oh, again, confirmation. Fucking translated by a Britbonger, or someone of Britbong descent. Keeping everyone away from the cafeteria. Or better yet, maybe the entire cafeteria has been blown away into another dimension. Clinging to these hopes, I head towards the cafeteria. Ugh, it's packed with the 6 people in here. My prayers having gone unanswered, the cafeteria is once again bustling today.
大きい学食だね。
Is it? There's like 5 tables. Or 4. That middle table, it's just the perspective on it makes the back end really big, with fucking Ikumi standing there, throwing the perspective off. Either that, or she's really tiny and it's a normal size table, or she's normal size and it's a really big table. And naturally, she still sticks out. I've stopped caring. Come to think of it, even if a teacher does find her and chase her away, it's no business of mine. Time to make my escape. Pretending to not know her, I begin to shrink away. Tug tug. Someone pulls on my coat sleeve. Oh. Hi, Mio. I was about to say, Mio's the one who tugs on our coat sleeves. What are you doing that for, Akane? But no. Fucking Mio coming out from backstage with a steel chair. Smile. As expected, I turn around to find Mio smiling up at me. On your way to get something to eat? Uh-huh. I see. Me? I'm about to make my escape. Hmm? She tilts her head quizzically. So, I'll see you later.
かわいい。
I hear a voice from behind me. I don't want to turn around, but I don't really have a choice. I timidly turn to look behind me.
かわいい子だね。
Yuzuki is stroking Mio's head. Looking embarrassed, Mio is at a loss for what to do. Yeah, don't just touch random people. You don't know where they've been. Stop it, Yuzuki. Can't you see that she really hates that? Shake, shake.
言ってないじゃない。
Well, she didn't say it, but that's what she's thinking. Shake, shake.
ほら、そんなことないって。
Mio, if she's bothering you, don't hesitate to hit her with your sketchbook. Get her, like, right with the corner of it in her eye.
困ってます。
Unable to watch on any longer, Akane steps in between them. Catching sight of Akane, Mio happily runs over to her and hangs off her pigtails.
あかね、この子知ってるの？はい。 そうなんだ。私は柚木シーコよ。
She takes out her sketchbook. Kozuki Mio.
みおちゃんね。よろしく。
Uh-huh.
でもほんと可愛い子だね。
So saying, she strokes Mio's head. It's about time you let go of her. She's here to eat her lunch, you know.
そういえば私たちも朝食食べに来たんだよね。お腹空きました。
I mean, with 4 people, we can secure a spot. Like, and not have like the one person who's like sitting in the 4th seat that we don't really know, who's just like there. But they're not doing anything wrong. It's just kind of yeah, you can sit there. You're not really in the way, but it just kind of feels weird.
だったらみんなで食べようよ。
Yay! Mio innocently rejoices.
はい。
All I can do is sigh. In the end, I'm dragged along to have lunch under the gaze of everyone else in the cafeteria. I couldn't even taste the food.
じゃあ、私そろそろ帰るね。
Don't come back.
また近いうちに遊びに来るからね。
No. Uh-huh.
じゃあね。
She waves to us as she leaves.
シーコ。
She stops and turns around at the sound of Akane's voice.
どうしたの？なんでもないです。
Doesn't sound like nothing, but okay.
よくわからないけど。じゃあ帰るね。はい。
Waving to us once more, she leaves the entrance hall. Akane watches her disappear with a complex expression on her face.
教室に戻りましょう。
The chime for the end of lunch rings as she speaks. As the chime sounds for the end of lunch, everyone who has gone outside makes a dash back to the classroom. I too hurriedly run down the corridor amongst them.
浩平くん。
Oh, what's up, senpai? Is this a scene we've seen before? Yeah, it is. But we found another one, so haha! I'm not gonna make any cuts. Nice. Nice. Future me has less editing to do. I like to, do things to help out future me. Even though future me can't do anything for past me or currently present me, I'm a good guy like that. And, good deeds make the world go round. Always do good things for your future self. The boring afternoon classes. Of course, there's no such thing as a class which isn't boring. False, you just gotta find something you're interested in. The chime rings, announcing the end of 6th period. Now then. Let me find my shit on the thing. Hurry on home, I think. But let me drop a Saverino there just to make sure. I guess I'll head home for the day. Picking up my flattened bag, I step out into the corridor, setting off on the road home without incident. And eternity. Time you want to cry? That's me every single time I have to do some editing, which is right now. So see you all at the Akane scenes. All right, it's only been like a minute later. We just had the scene where Akane isn't feeling well and is standing in the field and almost passes out. And he's like, "Do you want me to drop you?" And she's like, "Yeah," but he's like, "You'll get dirty." And she's like, "Oh, then no." And now we have a new scene after that. Haha, nice. I take my seat as the chime rings and the day's lessons begin. Lots of ellipses. 4th period comes to an end, making it lunchtime. The rain makes no difference to us here in the school building, but even so, I feel like spending the day as idly as possible. Reaching in my bag for my sweetened buns, I make light work of lunch. I decide to spend the remaining time sleeping. Hey, yeah, that one that we don't care about. Then, as usual, with the ring of the chime, the afternoon lessons begin. I was gonna say classes, which wasn't what it said on the screen, would have also worked, because it's the exact same thing. In the end, unable to work up the motivation to do anything, I spend the day lazing around as initially planned. Wow, short day. Thank you for that. I totally needed that new scene there. Hey, but it's Christmas Eve. Nice. Ugh. Ooh, jumping forward. Hey, nice. No more editing. I'm so lucky. I'm the luckiest boy in the whole wide world. All kinds of students from across the years and classes mingle here amongst each other. By chance, I happen to catch sight of one of my classmates. Hello, Akane, with your sprite with your back facing towards me, which, you know, a lot of visual novels, they don't have back-facing sprites like this. She's standing a little distance away from the crowd, looking bewildered. Call out to her, of course. Hey, Akane!
Hi.
She turns and nods at the sound of my voice. Looks like a real mess out here, doesn't it?
Hi.
Well, I'm sure it'll clear up soon enough.
Hi.
Same reply. But I'm glad to see that I'm starting to notice the little changes in it each time. By the way, are you planning on doing anything today?
今日の予定?
Would Akane be considered a kudere? I don't know. Yes? I can see the argument for it, but she really doesn't fit, like, the stereotype. But then again, the stereotype is, like, actually boring characters. Like, you know, I'm a whatchamacallit, got into anime, like, mid to late, what was it, the aughts? Is that what you call? Yeah, the aughts. So, like, 2008, 2007, 2009, that era. So my girl, my main squeeze, Yuki Nagato, Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. Like, people, you know, it's, as the show goes on, you watch, she's a completely emotionless alien cyborg thing. Well, I guess she'd be an android, because a cyborg is like mechanically augmented human, and an android is a robot designed to look like a human. But anyway, that isn't the point. It's like, oh, she has no emotions, but then you watch the show, and, you know, as it goes on, you can pretty easily pick up on what she's thinking and, like, how she's feeling if you actually pay attention and care to pay attention. It's like the actual stone-faced nothing character. It's like that, and like Rei from Evangelion, like she's not like a completely emotionless, nothing, no feelings. It's just that's what people get on the surface, and that's where all the fucking those bad template characters come from. Don't use the templates like that. Don't just take it and then slap it down and be like, yeah, it's good. It's like a stamp, just donk, adding nothing to it. You know, there's gotta actually be something there. And that's Joe Bag of Donuts' character writing tips for the day. I say, as I have never written anything in my entire life outside of English class, because fanfics are cringe, and I'm not confident enough to make any original work of my own and put it out there in the world for everyone to see. That's why I only do readings and reactions of other people's work. So that way, you know, if it turns out to be bad, it's not all my fault, and I don't have to feel bad about that. Where were we? Yeah. Oh yeah, one. We were reading something. Akane, hey, what's up, Akane? Long time no see. Yeah, I think Nagamori and her female friends are having a party or something.
私は何もないです。
Aren't you gonna have a party with Yuzuki or anything? She seems like the sort that enjoys celebrations. Well, I guess it's not as though I'm doing anything either.
飽きました。
She looks towards the gym entrance. Before I know it, most of the students have already entered the
行
gym.
きましょう。
At her urging, we too move to enter the gym. Principal speaks, guidance counselor speaks, the head of the year speaks, and then we heave a collective sigh as yet another person takes the stage. It's that kind of boring closing ceremony. Still, considering that it's the last thing to endure before the end of the year, everyone manages to bear with it. Besides, it's not as if there's a single person seriously listening to all the talk. Everyone's thinking about the holiday that starts tomorrow. Not that it's anything out of the ordinary, but that sure was boring.
本当だね。
Why are you here? You don't go here. I wouldn't have been able to put up for it if it weren't for the holidays tomorrow.
わかるよその気持ち。
You do, right? No one was paying any attention to what they were saying anyway, so they should just... Hey, what are you doing here?
どうしたの？なんかあったの？
Yes, you're trespassing again. Is that a serious question, or are you doing this on purpose?
何が？
Mizuki smiles as she replies. It seems this is just how she naturally is. Breaking the law, once again. Dyed-in-the-wool fucking hardcore criminal. Why are you here?
どうしても何も今一緒に体育館を出てきたでしょ？
Look, I'm asking you why you were in the gym in the first place.
さっきね、校舎の中をうるうるしてたら校内放送が入ったのよ。
And...
全校の学生は今すぐ体育館に集まれって。だから私慌てて体育館探したんだよ。
Okay, you're not wrong. You are a student that was in this school. So yes, by the book, the letter of the law, you were not wrong. But you are wrong. You don't go here. Not when the students here.
一応ね。
Not even unofficially. You're 100% without a doubt a student from another school.
折原くんって朝から元気いっぱいだね。
You're getting my blood pressure up. You. She appears completely calm, as though she's just a bystander. First of all, it's trespassing for you to be inside the school building.
大丈夫。
What are you basing that on?
もう慣れたから。
That doesn't make it okay! It's not a matter of just you getting used to it. Oh, I'm skipping over you because I'm getting heated. Look, just get out of here. It's not as if you have any business here anyway.
今日はちょっと折原くんに用があったんだけど。
What, me?
相談したいことがあるから。
Discuss? Something Yuzuki would want to discuss with me? There's just about only one common topic between us, Akane. Does she want to discuss Akane with me? But surely, as your childhood friend, she would know a lot better than I do. Well, it's complicated, you know? You know, you've been around and with someone for so long, you're almost too close that you can't see the whole picture, you know, compared to someone who's a little more distant. Yeah, we'll hear you out. All right.
はい、ありがとう折原くん。
But later, okay?
わかった。じゃあ放課後に昇降口で待ってるからね。
And with that, she disappears. If she doesn't start turning up at class, then she's gonna get held back. After seeing Yuzuki off, I also quickly leave for the classroom. The homeroom... Fucking bit the inside of my lip. Aw. The homeroom. The teacher hands back her report cards, along with a stack of homework for the winter holidays. What a fucking slave driver, my god. There's a unified cry of displeasure at the overwhelming amount. Still, no one's really thinking about the homework in front of them. They're far too preoccupied with how they'll be spending the holidays that begins this afternoon. The homeroom teacher leaves the classroom, putting a much earlier end to class than usual. Sections of the class quickly begin to discuss their plans for the afternoon. Making my way through them, I head towards the entrance hall on my own. I did promise her, after all. I wonder if she's already here.
来てるよ。
Actually, you've been here the whole time, haven't you?
他に行くところもないからね。
Alright. So, what do you want to discuss with me?
今日みんなでパーティーをしようと思うんだよ。
Who's everyone? What?
大丈夫だって。折原くんもちゃんとみんなの中に入ってるから。
Yes, thank you for including us. But who else falls under the everyone title? Ignoring my question, she continues to advance the conversation at her own pace. Oh, wait! Explain this in a way I can understand.
わかりにくかった？
It's more a matter of not knowing what you're talking about. Start explaining from step one.
今日ね、クリスマスパーティーを開くのよ。
Okay. What does that have to do with the matter you wanted to discuss with me?
場所がね、折原くんの家しか空いてないのよ。
The fucking audacity of this bitch. Hold on for just 1 second.
だから今日のパーティーは折原くんの家でね。
Wait.
それで時間なんだけど。
Listen when other people are talking to you.
時間は6時でどうかな。
Don't just decide things on your own. Besides, I haven't even said that I'll go.
やっぱり3時くらいからの方がいい？
Hello?
そうよね。せっかく午前で学校終わるんだから早い方がいいね。
Like I said, stop deciding things on your own.
え？参加しないの？
You can't plan a party at someone else's house. I've got things of my own to deal with, you know?
そうなんだ。残念。
She hangs her head theatrically with a sigh of disappointment. But it only lasts for a moment.
でも場所は提供してね。
She declares with a smile, quickly raising her head and settling back into her usual tone. You really play by your own rules, don't you? At this point, I've moved beyond exasperation to admiration.
で、本当にどうするの？折原くん。
Christmas, huh? Nagamori did mention that she was going to a party at her friend's house, too.
そう。やっぱりこういう国民行事はみんなで賑やかに楽しまないとね。
Must be nice being able to go spend Christmas with people you care about instead of covering the holiday shift at work. Yep. By the way, just who is everyone?
もちろん、私と茜。
Oh, just the two of you? Akane? I fix her with a look of deep suspicion.
毎年恒例だからね。茜とクリスマス会開くのは。
Every year with just the two of you?
そう、2人で。で、あれ？
Suddenly, she seems lost in thought.
2人？
What's wrong? You won't look cute even with that expression, you know?
いや、ちょっとね。
Yeah, everyone is a pretty big word to be using for two people.
あ、茜！
Suddenly, her attitude shifts back to its usual cheerful state and calls out to somewhere behind me. You already stand out enough as it is. Please, don't make yourself any more conspicuous. Following Shiko's gaze, I'm just in time to see Akane, apparently just passing through, walking towards us with her bag.
茜、こっちこっち。
Oblivious to my heartfelt wishes, she calls out to Akane while waving her hand.
今年のパーティーのことなんだけどね。はい。折原くんの家ですることになったから。
Look, no one's agreed to that part yet.
もちろん、茜も来るよね。私は行かないから。
Oof! She continues past us towards her locker.
え、どうしたのよ、茜。毎年楽しそうにはしゃいでたじゃない。
Akane having fun? And what's more, playing around? That's no good. That sort of thing is beyond my imagination.
楽しそうにはしゃいでたのは しい子です。まあそうだけど、でも毎年楽しみにしてたのは本当でしょ？
Is it? Or is it something you look forward to?
どうしたの、茜？
Ooh, this is getting kind of awkward. Holding her silence, Akane stares straight at Yuzuki.
なんかあったんだ。
She responds with concern, probably having picked up something from Akane's expression.
ごめんなさい。もうクリスマス会は参加しないことにして。
Oh, any more, like, at all?
それなら無理にとは言わないけどね。
I mean, even if you decided to become Jewish, you can still come to Christmas parties, you know? Jesus was Jewish too, you're welcome. Yuzuki understands Akane well, as only a childhood friend can. She's probably capable of picking up all sorts of complex emotions from Akane, even when she's silent. And that's not something I can do. I think about it that way, I somehow begin to feel an emotion resembling envy towards Yuzuki.
ごめんなさい。
She murmurs apologetically once more.
いいよいいよ。
She gives a deliberately, although some might say naturally, cheerful nod. At the moment, I feel a tugging sensation on my sleeve. Mio? Hello? Mio's looking up at me with a smile. How long has she been there? What is it, Mio? I'd like to attend. We skipped through it, but there was also Mio scenes in this route that this guy told me to do. So it was, go to the shopping district with Mio and all that fun stuff. So, yeah. So it's not completely out of left field that she's here. And if you remember, in Mio's route, they did go to the shopping district together with Akane and, talked about long, short hair, dichotomy, and braids, yada yada. She writes in her sketchbook before turning it in my direction. The Christmas party, you mean? Uh-huh. You must have a lot of time on your hands. Don't you have any other plans? Or, any other friends? Nope. Well, not that I mind. Hey, minor character number 1.
誰が脇役その1よ。
You only show up for, this route, and, the scenes that pop up in common, so you are indeed a minor character. Though you do have more sprites than Sumi, so, you're a step above him. You.
で、何のよ？
It looks like Mio wants to attend. Uh-huh. She looks towards Yuzuki, smiling while she nods.
もちろんいいよ。
She gives a smile and a nod of her own as she replies.
帰ります。
Having changed her shoes, Akane turns her back to us with a murmured goodbye.
ねえ、茜、本当に参加しないの？はい。何があったのかわからないけど、でもね、そんな時こそ嫌なこと忘れて楽しむのもいいと思うんだけど。
Oh yeah, man. If only it was that easy. Just get over it, man. Yeah, she's right. Uh-huh.
どう？
But she's also like half right? The whole just get over it approach, lol. I mean, one, there kind of is some merit to that, just being all clammed up in your shell, worried about your own issues. Just kind of get over it, man. That's not the whole issue. That won't fix it all, but, definitely helps if you're, actually making an effort to get over it. And that was my therapy session for the day. Everyone, you'll need to PayPal me $50 for that. Slowly, she begins to turn back and face us.
わかりました。
She looks somewhat calm, if not actually cheerful, as she replies.
よし決定
She gives a satisfied smile as Mio jumps about energetically as if to say, Yay! Yay! I get the feeling that her expression softens a little as she looks at the two of them.
じゃあ4人揃って3時に折原くんの家に集合ね
Crap. Before I know it, it's been decided that I'll attend too. To a party at my house, no less.
場所がわかりませんそういえばそうだね
She folds her arms and pretends to be in deep thought.
それならちょっと早いけど今からみんなで押しかけよういいよね茜はい
Uh-huh. Well, I guess I don't really mind. For some reason, that's how I feel. Mio, shouldn't you, like, go tell your parents you're going to a Christmas party today or something? Like, you have to go home for that, don't you? Because it's not like you can call them.
あれ
The first to head outside, Yuzuki, looks up at the sky with a doubtful expression.
ねえ今空からなんか落ちてきたよ
Yes, that's very common. It's called precipitation. There are many different kinds. It's sparrow droppings, right? That is not precipitation.
嫌だな
Making a pathetic face, she takes out a handkerchief.
あまた何か落ちたよ
Oh, a big flock of sparrows. It's crow droppings, right?
うわまただよいっぱい落ちてきたよ
Oh, they must really love you, Yuzuki.
人徳かもね
Seem awfully calm about this.
雨じゃないですか
Yuzuki works herself into a panic as Akane stands calmly nearby.
雨でも晴れてるよ
Yeah, it happens. What's it called? Like, the devil's beating his wife or something. Though, I think that's like a very French-Canadian saying. People just call it sun showers or something else. But where I grew up, there's a fairly sizable French-Canadian minority, so little sayings like that get mixed in. Looking at the sky, I can see the sun is still out. But the droplets of water falling to the ground certainly do look like rain.
珍しいね
Yeah. That's a sudden sun shower. But the sun is only out for a moment, as dim clouds begin to cover it before our eyes. It really is starting to come down.
濡れますよ
Akane has already raised her umbrella. Io stands beside her, completely submerged beneath the same umbrella. Hey, that's not fair, you guys.
そうだよ入りますか
Yes.
入る
Yuzuki dives in under the umbrella, which is cramped even at the best of times. What about me?
定員オーバー
Damn it! It's my house, you know.
早速案内してね
I'm gonna run for it, so you guys better keep up. The rain starts to come down even harder. The sun, which had shown its face only a little while earlier, is now completely covered by the whirling clouds.
雪ならよかったのに
Akane murmurs to herself beneath her cramped-looking pink umbrella. If the rain keeps up long enough, there's a chance it might turn to snow.
ほんともったいないな
Taking her lead from Akane, Yuzuki looks up at the black-stained sky, too.
雪だったら喜ぶ人きっといるのにね
Rain pouring down from the sky moves another step up in intensity. This is my house. Well, actually, it's really my aunt's house. Yeah, you don't pay rent. You don't fucking deal with the banks and the mortgage. Yukiko-san will probably be back late again tonight, so there'll be no one home until then. Akane nods while folding her wet umbrella in the hallway. Where are the other two?
中です
She points down the corridor.
こっちがリビングなんだ
Did you at least take off your shoes? Uh-huh.
あこっちの扉は何かな
Don't go snooping.
よし開けてみよっか
Don't open it!
どうしたの
Don't just barge into someone else's house like that.
勝手にじゃないよ。ちゃんと断って入ったよ。
Yes, but there's steps to this. Even so, you shouldn't come in until I say it's okay.
残念。
Deliberately lowering their shoulders in a disappointed gesture, Shiko and Mio return to the hallway. Look, you don't actually have to come back here. I stopped the two of them as they dutifully come back our way while urging Akane onwards.
お邪魔します。さあ、茜、こっちこっち。ここがリビングだよ。はい。
Stop trying to run the show!
公平が茜にあんな
Well,
こと
she
言
is
っ
the
てるよ。
party runner here. I'm talking to you!
どうして？
Forget it. Everyone, hurry up and get yourselves inside the living room.
もうみんな来てるよ。あとは折原くんだけ。
Nice couch. I don't like that it doesn't have like defined arms because I like to lean on those when I'm reading and stuff. And yeah.
はい。
I'm starting to get a headache. I can't help but worry how this is going to turn out. Mio comes over and stretches up to stroke me on the head. I'm okay now. Thanks. She responds with a smile as if to say, thank goodness.
どっちがお兄ちゃんかわからないね。
You're so precious, Mio. I love you. Neither of us is the older brother.
公平、
What is it this time?
止めなくていいんですか？
She points towards the kitchen. Before I know it, Shiko has opened the fridge. Don't open the fridge without permission!
勝手にじゃないよ。ちゃんと断ったよ。
And did I say it was okay for you to open it?
多分言ってないと思うけど。
Then don't open it.
でも万が一ってこともあるから。
Believe me, there definitely isn't.
残念。
She closes the fridge with a thud.
公平、
What is it this time?
止めなくていいんですか？
At the end of her gaze, Mio's in the kitchen holding a knife. What are you doing, Mio? She turns to face me with a "hue" expression, still holding the knife. What are you planning on doing, going around with a knife like that?
料理作るそうです。
Nod, nod. She nods in response to Akane's words. Cook? Uh-huh. That's pretty sudden.
ねえねえ、それならケーキ作ろうよ。
Do we have cake pans? Yuzuki appears out of nowhere with a suggestion.
やっぱりクリスマスといえばケーキだよ。
That's not true, but okay. I'll bake it the cake. Mio enthusiastically raises her sketchbook. She is bursting with motivation.
頑張ってね、みおちゃん、折原くん。
Uh-huh. Don't you give me an uh-huh. Stop deciding things on your own.
勝手にじゃないよ。みおちゃんの希望だよ。
Oh, well, if Mio wants to do it, then I guess we have no choice. But really, we don't. I will do anything for Mio. Mio clings onto my arm and smiles, as if affirming Yuzuki's words.
ほら、みおちゃんも折原くんと一緒にケーキを作りたいって言ってるよ。
Uh-huh. The situation is overwhelmingly unfavorable for me.
頑張ってね。頑張ってください。
Fine. We'll make one, okay? Just about thrown in the towel. Do you have the ingredients? Do you have any flour? Any eggs? Well, eggs is a given. Most people should have eggs in their fridge. But the flour? I don't know. But let me warn you. If you let me make it, there's no telling what'll be inside. It could well be preserved seaweed boiled in soy sauce.
嫌です。
She really does look utterly opposed to the idea. Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll put some effort into it. Finally. This is what ends up happening. Before I know it, I've been made to stand in the kitchen. In my hands are a bowl and an egg beater. On the table are flour, eggs, butter, fresh cream, chocolate, and various other ingredients. We'll do our best. Yeah, let's give it our best. I reply weakly in response to Mio's efforts to cheer me up. She's still got the kitchen knife in her hands. Well, let's begin. Uh-huh. Let's see. First, we've got to put the eggs and sugar into the bowl and beat them. Cookbook in hand, I go through the steps one by one. Next, 2 large tablespoons of... this isn't good. We've only got a teaspoon. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Thanks, Akane. I just kind of... when most recipes call for like a tablespoon, I just kind of fucking eyeball it. Really? Let's see. Next, take 100 grams of granulated sugar and... we don't have any granulated sugar. I can't tell the difference between the sugar and the salt. Taste it, my guy. Yes. What? That's salty! Flailing around as I am, I still somehow manage to follow the procedure. Pull. What is it, Mio? She tugs on my uniform sleeve. Holding her sketchbook, she begins to write something. What's wrong? She continues to write. There's a funny smell. A funny smell? It's burning! Plumes of white smoke are rising from the pot. Before I know it, the chocolate is melted and the pot is spewing out smoke. Why? Akane asked from the living room. What the heck is double boiling? I've never heard of or nor seen anything like that before. I mean, I've heard of it. I don't know how to do it or like what it entails. Also, what is that like dish dryer you have over there? What the fuck is that? Hello? Is it like a steamer for your dishes? What is that? What the fuck is that? Weird. Japanese kitchen appliances are fucking wild. Okay, I knew that. Why do I have to do something as bothersome as that? So you don't burn the chocolate. Yeah, and you're gonna ruin your fucking pots. Before I know it, the smoke has changed from white to black. A furiously panicking Mio comes over and snaps off the gas burner. Coughing through the smoke, she turns on the ventilation fan. You should also take the pot off the burner, because there's still gonna be heat. It's burning. She holds up her sketchbook and the blackened pot with an expression on the verge of tears. But the one who really wants to cry is me. How am I gonna explain this to Yukiko-san afterwards? Just say you tried to bake a cake and you burnt some stuff and apologize. Like, yes, a good Teflon pot is not very cheap, but it's also one pot, and if you're an adult, it should be extremely easy to replace. God damn it! To think that there was a trap like this lying in wait right at the end. We're desperate in here, so you guys out in the outfield need to shut up. No, you're not. I can't get it off. Mia makes a pathetic face as she scrubs the black pot, holding the detergent swab and brush in both hands. It's ruined. Yes, please. Loath to watch us flounder in the kitchen any longer, Akane offers to help. Sorry about this, but please do.
はい、エプロンお借りします。
We start making the cake from scratch again, this time with the addition of Akane to our forces. Hey, CG's, nice. Do you have like a... What is that? Is that like a Kappa towel? What is that over there? Clack, clack, clack. The rhythmic sound fills the kitchen. Akane beats the eggs and flour with impressive finesse. The sight of her baking a cake and wearing that pink apron from the back of the drawer is one that suits her.
次、バターです。
Yeah. I pour the butter, which I had melted earlier, under her instructions into the bowl.
ゆっくりと
She gently stirs the butter into the batter.
バニラエッセンスです。
Here, Mio passes the little bottle of vanilla essence. I'm gonna assume that is vanilla extract. Don't know why it's vanilla essence. Fucking sounds like a magical, like, fucking alchemy ingredient. Finally, in a matter of moments, the batter is complete.
あとは焼くだけです。
She's even more efficient than I anticipated. Wouldn't it have been better if you had made it from the start?
そんなことないです。
Akane folds her apron as she murmurs.
みんなで作る方が楽しいですから。
She lights the oven fire, looking somewhat happy as she does. Oh, you have a gas oven? Gross. Good way to fucking kill yourself by accident in the middle of the night when you forget to turn it off. That's why I have an electric stove. Like, and well, an electric oven too. Because I have definitely come home some days and like walked in the kitchen by the fridge and I'm like, why is this so fucking warm? And I'll look over and I still have the oven set to like 350. I'm like, oops. Finally, our cake having been completed without incident, we begin our Christmas party.
ねえ、折原くん、お酒とかないのかな？
You fucking delinquent. You goddamn delinquent. And yes, he most likely does. But that's beside the point because this is where we're ending it for today. So once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all next time for the next episode of 1, where we will continue this Christmas party and the Akane Route proper. Hope to see you all there. Later.